You're watching ESPN's Feast Week, presented by Lowe's. What a great few days out here on the islands, both outdoors and, of course, indoors as well, here at the Lahaina Civic Center, the site of the 2022 Maui Jim Maui Invitational. A great field has been narrowed down to two when it comes to the championship game. The Creighton Blue Jays and the Arizona Wildcats. Two top 15 teams, two great offensive teams, and one great basketball game coming your way here in Lahaina. Arizona beat San Diego State in their semi to get here. Creighton in the game of the tournament so far, in my opinion, to beat Arkansas 90-87. And we got the Wildcats and the Blue Jays for the championship. Welcome back, Dan Schulman and Jay Billis. We knew no matter how it turned out, there would be some great games this week. These two teams have been fantastic so far.
You know, in a lot of ways, this is a dream matchup for the championship game. Both teams run just beautiful offense. Their passing, cutting, their assist rate, just amazing. And both teams shot over 60% in the second half of the semifinal game. These teams can score.
And you can see the recent champions here with the Maui Jim Maui Invitational. Let's start with the Blue Jays and a couple of guys who lead the way for them.
Well, they lead the league in Ryans. Ryan Nembhard and Ryan Kalkbrenner. Ryan Nembhard was spectacular in the semifinal against Arkansas. Had 25 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, ran the show essentially at both ends of the floor and elevated above the rim. And Ryan Kalkbrenner, an outstanding shot blocker, shot changer, rebounder, and really effective at running the floor. Able to protect the rim without fouling. He had 21 points in that semifinal game against Arkansas, but he's going against a formidable front line in Arizona.
Right, so that's the guard-big combo that excels for Creighton. What about the guard-big combo that excels for Arizona?
Well, Kirk Risa at the point, one of the best passers and one of the best shooters, shooting 55% from the field, and you put him together with Azuolas Tubelis, who has been fantastic, not just in this tournament, but all season long. Tubelis runs the floor as well as any big guy in the country. NBA, college, high school, you name it. And really the key matchup in this game is going to be Azuolas Tubelis and Arthur Kaluma. Kaluma is going to have to guard Tubelis and have to deal with those random duck-ins and angles that Tubelis likes to get in the lane, and the way he relentlessly runs the floor. Just relentless in changing ends.
The Blue Jays have averaged almost 85 points per game of the season. The Wildcats almost 101. Between the two teams, they've got 11 players averaging double figures so far. 5 for the Blue Jays, 6 for the Wildcats. Arizona in home white. Creighton in a very cool kind of alternate blue that they wear 3 or 4 times a season. Brent Hampton, Lee Cassell, and Vern Harris, the officials, and Kirk Risa and the Cats. Brought to you by Hawaiian Airlines. We begin with the Blue Jays. It starts at the point with Nembhard. Baylor Shireman, the transfer from South Dakota State, having a great tournament as Nembhard finds Kalkbrenner to even it up. The rebound to Shireman, an excellent rebounding wing.
That's going to be a big factor in this game.
And he's got incredibly deep range as well. Ooh, Risa reaching in. The ball never got tied up. They play on, and Nembhard drills a long 3.
Talk about a guy that just knows.
Arizona, the second most possessions per game in the nation. #1 in field goal percentage, #1 in points per game. And the Blue Jays, no slouches themselves offensively. Alexander. Nicely done. Soft touch from the wing. He's got 9 already.
Yeah, he's confident. He's poised. And his conditioning, excellent.
Alexander, another soft touch. Just fending off that.
It's impossible. I mean, it's just the relentless running of the floor. I mean, that was a pass ahead. The ball's supposed to move faster than the players do, and yet he beats the ball down the court. He just sprints it. He's like the Usain Bolt of big guys running the floor.
Shireman. Yes. Made 83 threes. Risa no. Shireman the rebound. Shovel pass Alexander. And Alexander off to a great start for the Blue Jays.
Both these teams will pull the trigger quickly in transition.
Yeah, Miller bumped him a little bit. Now it's 5-on-4. Ramey down behind the play. Miller, he can really shoot it. And the freshman buries it. He is now 6 for 8 from three-point range on the season. Frederick King is coming to the game. That's him with the ball for Ryan Kalkbrenner in the middle. Sharif Mitchell has taken the spot of Ryan Nembhard. So both coaches have gone 9 deep already. Boy, Alexander, he is shifting.
Well, he's made some really tough foul and put guys on the free throw line. Everybody goes back to when the Big East tried it years ago and said it was a disaster, but that's not the measure in my view.
So you would be a proponent.
I'm for it now, yeah. I just think it keeps your better players in the game.
Terrific recovery there by Besar, and here's Ramey, and Kaluma got back and knocked it away.
Well, he did that in the game against Arkansas. That is not a random happening.
Best bigs in the country. He's terrific. Dives on the floor there, but Ramey comes up with it. And right now in the battle of the bigs, Ballo and Tubelis are outplaying Kalkbrenner and Kaluma.
Good pass.
Miller.
Haven't seen many wide open looks for Creighton.
On a basketball.
And Tubelis running the floor is what opened it up for Ballo.
And Kalkbrenner does the very same thing at the other end. On a basketball.
And Tubelis running the floor is what opened it up for Ballo.
And Kalkbrenner does the very same thing at the other end.
He's just getting locked down in there. I think you're going to see Arizona continue to try to go to Julius Tubelis whenever they can.
Yeah, Kaluma 6'7", 225, and Tubelis 6'11", 245. And he can score in a variety of ways. Alexander wide open, and what a tournament Trey Alexander is having. He is now 15 for 19.
You have to expect Creighton to make a little bit of a run. They're too good offensively to get shut down completely.
Kalkbrenner is going to launch a three, and it'll go. The assist to Shireman. They dared him, and he buried it.
That'll make you feel a little better. Dayton and Wisconsin play by ones.
Shireman.
Elevator play.
Ooh. That feels like a huge bucket for...
Has been outstanding all tournament long.
7 points, 7 assists already for Kriisa. Kaluma driving and finishing.
All set up by the shot fake. The shot fake got Tubelis off the floor, and Kaluma was gone.
And what a way to score your first 2 points of the game, but then a reach-around foul by Kaluma at the other end.
Shot fake gets him off the floor, and nobody, Besar, not there where he should be in position in front of the rim, and just a little bit too late getting there.
Kriisa came back in for Arizona.
Creighton's improved its perimeter shooting with the subs. Not sure how much it's going to affect the defense.
Nembhard driving the big guy. And the cutter is Farabello, who gets in stronger. Kalkbrenner, a wide open Miller. And how about this guy? His third three of the game.
Just beautiful passing by Creighton.
Over. Little run here potentially by the Blue Jays. Nembhard drives, stops, and hits.
Well, even though he had size on him, he just started off just a little bit. And that's going to free up all that area for Kriisa to take advantage of. And he's such a good pull-up jump shooter.
By the way, just to tie up one loose end, the foul before the last time out was on Julius Tubelis, his fourth. So he's on the bench. Pelle Larsson's back into the game with 4. And beautiful two-man basketball results in a Kalkbrenner dunk.
At Gonzaga, who knows if he ever would have had a chance to play. There's so many quality players there. But he comes to Arizona and has carved out a fantastic career here.
Ooh, and down to the deck hard goes Nembhard, but back up. 5 on the shot clock. And the 3. Paint feeling it.
Well, they put Oumar Ballo in that ball screen similar to what Arizona's been doing to Kalkbrenner with Kriisa. He's not up there, just pull the trigger when you get off the screen. What a good job by Trey Alexander.
And a good job by Baylor Shireman. And how about a quick 5-0 spurt for the Blue Jays to get back within 7. And a timeout taken by Tommy Lloyd.
Kriisa chant here.
That's 9 assists for Creighton, and that one was the most spectacular one of the game.
And maybe the biggest because of the run that Creighton was on.
Nembhard from Shireman to get it back down to 6. In and out, rebound Shireman. Huge trip here for the Blue Jays. The trailer Shireman. The three. Got it! And it's a 4-point game.
To see if Arizona decides to foul.
Inbounded to Kalkbrenner.
He took a dribble.
Nembhard is fouled.
Yeah, smart play by Umar Ballo. But when Kalkbrenner took that rebound, or took that dribble, he dribbled inside the three-point line. So he couldn't take the shot himself. He was wide open. Really smart by Arizona there. And it was Courtney Ramey, excuse me, that gave up the foul. Really smart play by Courtney Ramey there. But everybody was in denial position to take away that three. Kalkbrenner all by himself.
And just down to 2 seconds. You have to intentionally miss this one. I mean, there's only 2 seconds left, right?
You would think so. And the key is going to be getting a good block out on Kalkbrenner. I would pinch down. I would pinch down on Kalkbrenner. Well, they're going to pinch down on both. So the top guys, Larson and Henderson, should try to pinch in.
And there it is, hit the rim. It bounces to Tubelis, and he is fouled. They'll check the clock. It says .4 now. They might put a little bit more time on the clock. The issue is Creighton's nowhere near the bonus. I mean, that's just that's the third foul. So it's Arizona ball to inbound. They're not walking the court and shooting free throws here. Creighton is going to inbound it.
And here you have to get you have to either get a steal or a 5-second call. Yeah. But the steal isn't going to do you much good because there's .4 left on the clock. If it remains there, they're checking the clock right now to make sure exactly what it is. But really, Arizona, if they just throw it off somebody, it's going to be game over.
You know, as long as you don't throw it the length of the court and it goes out of bounds without touching any. I mean, it was 2 seconds when it started. And it's 1 second flat.
So Kalkbrenner's going to be on the ball. And it's a spot throw in, so Creighton cannot move.
And trying to see.
You got to think Ramey's going to set a screen here. Game over.
Into Larson, and the foul with some time left, but yeah, effectively game over if they can do it again. Just 0.2 of a second. They're hugging, but there's still some time left on the clock. They got to inbound it again.
And all you really have to do is throw it off Kalkbrenner and game's over.
Which is what Creighton does, and that's the game. And that is a championship for the Arizona Wildcats in a hard-fought 2-point win over the Creighton Blue Jays. Congratulations.